Hello, I'm Congresswoman Young Kim, representing California's 39th Congressional District that includes parts of Los Angeles, Orange, and San Bernardino counties. I want to thank ADL for inviting me today to be with you all for this year's Virtual National Leadership Summit. This year's summit comes at an important time in our country as we see bias and hate on the rise. As one of the first Korean American women to ever serve in Congress, I joined the millions of Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders who have felt distraught by the rise in hate as we've seen targeting our community during the COVID-19 pandemic and before. So I feel a duty to speak out in support of my AAPI community, but also against hate in all forms. We cannot ignore the rise in anti-Semitism we have seen as well. So I'm committed to working in a bipartisan way to addressing this hate, which is why I'm proud to co-sponsor a bill to create a bipartisan commission to look further into hate crimes and find solutions. The United States has been a beacon of liberty, freedom, and acceptance for centuries. And we must continue to set an example for the world that only light can conquer darkness. As we work to overcome the challenges of recent attacks, partisan bickering will only obscure this issue and drive our country further apart on an issue that should be unifying. At a time when we are more and more divided as a country, pointing fingers will only worsen our society's problems. The United States is not perfect, but I hope we can unite and continue the American tradition of working together to live up to our nation's ideals and create more perfect union. We have come a long way. The fact that I and so many other members of the AAPI community and people from all different backgrounds and faiths are serving in Congress is proof that we have come a real long way. The only way we will build a brighter future is by coming together. And that starts with treating one another with respect and seeing each other as Americans. We cannot forget that real change happens with each of us taking personal responsibility. I remain committed to doing my part. Thank you for having me.